In a terrible, unknown calm, the following thought. Rosier had created, in a sense. It's a knowledge that plagued him, though he knew it wasn't entirely true. He had not made anything from nothing, how God does, though he had never witnessed God create this way either, and he was sure his hands' labor had not bore the great fruit of life, but rather some mockery of it, some disfigured shadow of it, fluttering and disembodied. Disembody. That's what I did. I disembodied him, Asmodeus. He had created something from pieces, which God had not done. The Lord creates from nothing, or so it is said. Rosier realized he hadn't been there at the beginning of time, couldn't know if God had, too, created by disembodying whatever had been there before. Had there been nothing before God? Rosier had always believed so, but now he couldn't be certain. Had there been nothing before God? Or had he woken from a primordial sleep to find his hands bloody, the body of another at his feet? Had the Lord taken the body of someone who must have been a friend and disembodied them to make another thing, something lesser than, though you could only know it's lesser than if you knew what came before? Was this life lesser than the life before God's creating hands? If he had disembodied that life, an angel, doe-eyed, youthful thing, couldn't know. But God would tell us, wouldn't he? Maybe he didn't want to leave them longing for what they, the angels, could not return to. That was why God had punished Lucifer, right? Longing. Cold. Rosier was lying in bed, staring at a gray stone wall, wondering how many days he had spent here. The answer was merely 4, but he couldn't know without any hint of sun or moonlight dribbling into his chamber in the caves. He had, of course, stretched his legs at times, climbed off, walked the corridors, intent to show his face so that neither Asmodeus nor Satan would come to believe something was wrong. He didn't want them to think he was sad. He wasn't. In fact, he was feeling quite little, like he were made of quite little, like he would unbutton his skin and tug it apart to reveal great emptiness where blood should be. My soul. His wings must have been attached to his soul. Perhaps they had been his soul, because since the fall he'd felt this way, missing something, unable to find any of the 100 feathers that had blossomed out at the moment he had— No, don't think of that. He felt himself rise, a little groan spilling past his lips before he shifted to sit on the balls of his feet, planted 2 hands on the thin blanket.